And we welcome you back to Park City, everybody. John Oglesby, Media Relations Director for the Big Sky Conference, along with Chris Brown, Senior Quarterback for Cal Poly. Chris, great to be with you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Real exciting. First off, you know, we've kind of started it out fun with everybody, each of the players. You and I were talking about before we got going. You like chocolate-covered raisins. I'm a fan as well. Talk about how that love got started.
Yeah, well, actually, I started in freshman year of high school.
Okay.
And there was this guy named Blake Ailes, and he played for our football team at Orange Lutheran before I transferred to Dominguez. And his girlfriend was an actress, and she said that eating chocolate-covered raisins helped her calm down. So my first high school game, I had a box, and I felt great. I've never stopped till then. So every time before a game, like the night before, I'll have chocolate-covered raisins right before I go to sleep. And the day of, like lunch or breakfast, I have another box.
Full box?
Yeah, full box.
Are we talking big?
I'm talking about
box?
I'm talking a full-size box. If they don't have a box, then I'll get a bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you know right there, chocolate-covered raisins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, breakfast of champions. You know, you guys, it was interesting, you had a pretty good season last year. You know, winning record, had some highlights, but, you know, kind of, it was a mixed effort for sure. How would you describe last season for Cal Poly?
I mean, it was tough. We had some ups and downs and some bumps and some bruises, obviously. But it's nothing that, you know, we can do about it right now. The only thing that we can do is focus on the season ahead and, you know, the schedule that we have, and obviously going into Missoula and playing Montana the first game.
Obviously, you know, with Cal Poly, you guys are your famed, you know, option attack. You not only rushed for 1,000 yards last season, you passed for 1,000 yards. As a quarterback, how are the two different?
Well, I mean, our offense, obviously, we run.
Yeah.
That's what we do. And Coach Tuatelli, offensive coordinator, does a tremendous job at reminding us each week who we are. So when we finally get a chance to step out of our comfort zone and start throwing the ball, we're prepared for it because we've prepared all throughout the week. And, you know, it's not really no difference as far as our approach. It's just, you know, going out and accomplishing each play, you know, at its highest ability.
Absolutely. So it was interesting, you know, you look at this upcoming season and you had a foot injury that kept you out on a spring ball. How's the recovery been like from that?
I'm feeling great. Our trainers at Cal Poly has done a great job, and our coaches as well has monitored me since the end of the season. So it's been a lot of trust and an understanding more throughout our program, and I'm feeling healthy and I'm ready to go.
You know, you're a senior obviously in this program. You played a few years under Coach Tim Walsh. How would you describe Coach to, you know, the fans out there watching on the live stream? Yeah,
Coach Walsh is exciting. He's exciting, and I mean, I'm blessed to have played for him for these past 4 to 5 years, and he's really encouraging, and I get surprised every time I talk to him, because I always hear his name, you know, randomly throughout the college, you know, portion of my life, you know. So I'm happy that I got a chance to play for him, and I'm more excited to play for him this year.
All right. So I want to ask you something. You know, obviously preparing for this, reading through everybody's bio, and I found it interesting. You have a nonprofit organization that focuses on helping former athletes with disabilities. How did that come about? I find that fascinating.
Right. Well, I was, you know, talking about it to my family, and that's something that I wanted to do, was help people. My dad's a minister, and that's what he talks to us about, you know, if you're not helping anybody, like, you know, what are you doing? So I wanted to try to figure out a way to, you know, help athletes, you know, those that have, you know, lost their scholarships at certain schools and, you know, and hasn't had the opportunity to continue their schooling. And I wanted to give them a chance to continue their efforts. So right now it's still in the works, and I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get accomplished as far as, you know, finances and whatnot. But when I'm through with ball, hopefully I get a chance to, you know, focus a lot of my time on it.
Okay, so you're from Southern California, obviously. Big fan of the LA area myself. Favorite SoCal pro sports team? Dodgers, Lakers,
I'm a Laker fan all the way.
Okay.
Laker fan all the way, and I'm a Dodgers fan, and as well as the Kings.
Okay. I was a big Vince Scully fan.
Okay.
Growing up, big Dodger fan. So,
all right.
So we got that in common for sure. Besides the raisins, we got a couple things for sure. I want to ask you. We've asked each athlete this question, and I'm kind of a football nerd, so I find it interesting.
Okay.
What's it like when you look across the line of scrimmage in those first couple minutes before the snaps? We had Dakota Prukop on earlier, and he's a quarterback, but he's not an option quarterback, and it's a little bit different when you're an option quarterback. What's those first couple seconds before the snap? What's going through your mind in those moments?
Well, we've all been coached to, approach it differently.
Yeah.
But me, myself, I try to immediately slow it down because everyone doesn't play us the same. They don't play their schemes that they play everyone else, So I try to, locate and try to understand what am I getting, what type of front am I getting, what are they showing me, what type of changes are they making throughout my cadence, and trying to communicate it to my guys and understand, who's blocking who and which way we're going. So that's really what I try to focus on when it comes to the running part. And when it comes to the passing portion, I immediately, the moment that I see them lined up, I know what we're getting just because we've practiced it and we understand it. So I do a lot of study. So I really focus on that. And once they make an adjustment, we adjust. And Coach Tortelli, like I said, and Coach Wood, our quarterback coach, has worked with me closely to understand, when it's time to get out of certain plays and when you got to stick with it. And if it's too late, then go.
Okay, a couple more questions here, then we'll let you go.
Sure.
I want to start out first. What's your message and what's the feelings that you have towards all the Cal Poly fans out there? What's your message toward them as we get ready for the upcoming season?
Yeah, my message would be to continue coming out to the games, and we love your support, and there's nothing that we love more than you guys coming out there during our tailgates and showing us a lot of love and being loud in the stands. So definitely to keep coming out and showing us the support.
Okay, final question here. You got the golf tournament coming up.
Correct.
For the student athletes, for the media, and for the coaches. We've had some student athletes really say like, "Hey, I'm going to come out there and I'm going to do well," and others are like, "Yeah, we'll just we'll go out there, we'll see how it goes." What's your feelings about that?
Well, for the past 4 to 5 weeks, I've been getting prepared for this.
Okay,
so,
I like it.
I've been getting about 90 balls a day,
Woo!
3 days out the week. So, and when you go out there, you got some guys that actually take off. So I try to talk to them. They shoot me some pointers, and hopefully I go out there and at least compete to a level to where I'm not the worst guy out there. So I'm excited. I think I should do well.
Well, all the people with the Big Sky Conference, I think we're excited, not only for your competition today, but for your competition for the upcoming season. This is quarterback for Cal Poly, Chris Brown, joining us here with the live stream. We appreciate it. Good luck this upcoming season.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to take a short break, then we'll come back in just a moment from Park City, Utah, as we continue with the 2015 Big Sky Media Kickoff. Back in a moment, live from Park City.